John Mambo, OCS Kanunga.
Our OCS, Interior and National Administration, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, allow me to ride on the already established protocol. Nimsalim Hamujabo. I am Chief Inspector John Marubu, the officer commanding Kanunga Police Station, and I'm here to represent the issues and interests of my fair ward commanders, the OCPPs and patrol-based commanders. First, let me take this opportunity to thank you, and we are really honored to have you here. And we thank you for spearheading such a wonderful forum, coming on the ground to hear issues in their raw form. To start with, we have issues that have been mentioned by other, like Chief and some other counties, but they cut across to almost all stations. So I will repeat them, but I will not be able to explain. And the first one is about mobility or transport. We've been having an extended issue since the introduction of risk vehicles. So first, the risk vehicles are allocated the fuel which is not enough. And the vehicles themselves, they're not enough. If I take, for example, in Kiambu East, we only have two Land Cruisers, which serve 6 stations. And the same problem is replicated in almost all sub-counties. So we have a request, sir, for additional vehicles. For fuel allocation, we request that it be reviewed from the normal 450 for every vehicle, it be upgraded. Because that was the initial allocation that was done 10 years ago. The other issue on mobility again is the old vehicles are in bad shape. We request reinvention of the previous regional motor vehicle workshop centers, county, and motor transport offices workshop to be revived. Also, we request also division offices to be equipped with spare parts. And on that note, there was an allowance that was given in the past to the OCPDs for maintenance of vehicles which are not for this. So if possible, irudishwe. Again, if possible, because introduction of new vehicles involves a huge budget, we can have introduction of motorcycles so that we can help officers to access the inroads that are not motorable. The second issue is stores. We have a shortage of stores. First one is expendables, like kit exchange, ammunitions, and riot gears. So we request that it be replaced in time. The other one on stores is stationary office equipment, like computers, printers, and even furniture. As we start right now, there is no clear guideline on how a station should be maintained, or in issues to do with furniture and equipment that help us to run the daily operations of a station. The third issue is AIE. It has been mentioned elsewhere, but a pointer since 2019, there are many stations that were gazetted and they were not allocated AIE. So we are forced to depend on our mother stations. Like in Kiambu East, taking for example, it is only 3 stations that have AIE. So we are stretching, and we are forced. Sometimes we are forced to use money from our pockets to sustain our daily operations. And for instance, Kiambu police station do not have enough AIE also. So even the ones that have AIE, it should be, if possible, ikuwe enhanced, ikuwe imeongezwa. The fourth issue, our officers who serve at us, is alcoholism and mental wellness. We appreciate the good work that is being done by the Directorate of Counseling from a psychosocial support officers who are posted at county levels, but they are not enough. So we urge your good office, if more officers can be trained so that they can assist the already stretched number. Also on that note, more officers who are suffering from alcoholism, we would like, if they are rehabilitated, to prevent relapse back to alcoholism, we would request they be transferred so that we can disorient them from their social familiarity. The other issue, sir, is the issue of conflicting laws. Though it have been mentioned by a chief earlier, we, the enforcement officers, we are having hard time since we are having conflicting laws between the county government, national government, which are the enforcers, the judiciary, and other stakeholders, bar owners. For instance, an issue which was mentioned by the chief, most bars and liquor stores are operating with court orders. And we are left wondering who is right and who is wrong. Because those bars were flagged off, having not met the requirement of the proximity to education institutions and residents. So we are requesting to have a harmonized precedence on Alcoholic and Liquor Control Act. The other issue, sir, is about training, which is capacity building. We are requesting the PTCs to be revived, and if possible, equally cascaded down to county levels. We can have trainers being sent to counties, so county administration will only have to find a hall so that we can train officers. Training is part of motivation. And the last issue, and not the least, is the issue of financial literacy. Most OCS have shared that most officers, from the time they join the service, they don't have financial literacy. So we have requested that personal finance management module to be introduced to basic training so that we can manage financial stress which comes with mismanagement of finance. Kwa haya machache, I thank you once again. John Marubo, the OCS Kanunga, sir. Thank you once again. You're welcome.
And now, sir, with that presentation from John, Chief Inspector, we come to the end of presentations by the lower levels, the OCSs, ACCs, and the chiefs. Now we move on to the sub-county. I'm going to allow one person from every service, and please take the shortest time possible.
Just hold on, Kidogo. Is there any OCS who still has an issue from the crowd there. Any OCS who thinks one? Any other? Okay, that's all.